Welcome to Sundry News for Thursday, August 6th, as it says right there. Yes, it's still Thursday. It's still Thursday. I say that it is still Thursday, so it is still Thursday. And we're going to try to be quick. So here we have Louder with Crowder newsletter. Oprah thinks America is racist. Hodge twins explain why she's an idiot. There are certain groups of people who need to shut their face holes over how horrible America is. One is celebrities, another is multimillionaire celebrities, and another is multi-billionaire celebrities. I hope we're including multimillionaire athletes in that in one of those categories. Joe Biden just asked a black reporter if he does cocaine. No, really. Portland rioters try blocking a truck with a motorcycle. Big mistake. Yeah, truck beats motorcycle. Don't they know anything? From the show, Crowder Classics, Steven Crowder and Tommy Sotomayor discuss Democrats buying the black vote from 2016. And I believe that was what they were featuring yesterday. Maybe I should only read this every other day. This lady demands you stop sharing photos of rioters, and you'll absolutely love her reason why. 'Cause it makes them look bad? Portland protesters declare, burn every precinct to the ground. Yeah, they don't really need much help looking bad. They just need coverage. That's all. Moving on to Ben Shapiro, the Daily Shapiro from this evening. Rioters attack police station in Portland suburb, try to burn it down, attempt to run over police with truck. Were they arrested? Minnesota's largest newspaper endorses Ilhan Omar primary challenger, cites Omar's ethical distractions. Awesome. Good. This is good. Seth Rogen is looking rather thin. When did that happen? I'm actively trying to make less things starring white people. Fuck you, dude. Michigan and Nevada declare racism a public health crisis. Another state expected to do so soon. It's the stupidest thing. There's so many stupid things. So many stupid things. Watch, Biden says black people are not as diverse as Hispanics. Trump responds. I saw what Biden said. I haven't seen what Trump said, but yeah, he was like he was addressing black people and telling them how diverse Hispanics are in their politics. I don't know. I'm not sure what the point was. There's some ads. Moving on. Oops. To the Daily Wire from today. Cuomo begs fleeing New Yorkers to return from Connecticut and Hamptons after revealing top 1% pay 50% of state taxes. I think New York needs to crash and burn. Let's just let it happen. Let's just watch it happen. Biden walks back claims on taking cognitive test, rambles about cocaine during bizarre interview. I guess that would be the same one where he asked the black interviewer if he does cocaine. Beirut explosion death toll skyrockets as thousands injured, 300,000 plus left homeless. Wow. Carnage. Watch, Mazie Hirono walks out when Cruz hammers home Democrats won't condemn Antifa. Mazie Hirono seems to be like a real brat. Former ESPN sports writer. Mainstream narrative about George Floyd a race hoax, body cam footage reveals. Somebody's actually saying that. I mean, well, hey, even before the body cam footage, even when, everybody was so certain that it was manslaughter, at least, it was always a race hoax because it wasn't a racist thing at all. So, yeah, there's that. That's all for the Daily Wire. Now we have the Daily Yahoo! Bride and groom who survived Beirut explosion find joy in their nuptials. I thank God for protecting us. That's nice. That's a pretty dress. Is that really her? Moments before the explosion that rocked the city of Beirut, Isra Siblani was posing for her wedding photos in a scenic spot by the harbor. So that's actually her. That's a very pretty dress. Very pretty veil. A 6-year-old girl in the UK choked on her McDonald's chicken nuggets because they contained bits of a face mask, her mom says. McDonald's said it was investigating the incident and had taken action to ensure any product from this batch is removed from restaurants. Oh my. Man who fought coronavirus wakes from coma to find COVID-19 killed his family. Scott Miller's mother and her partner died from coronavirus while he was in a coma. Oh, that's not his whole family. Okay, maybe that's his whole family, but that's not what you think of when you hear that some grown adult lost their family. You think they mean wife and kids. But it was his mother, so an old lady, and her partner, so most likely an old man. The Corrupt Dem Accountability Survey. Democrats are terrified. They know that the corruption they've gotten away with in Washington is about to end. Submit your response before 11:59 p.m. from Trump MAGA Committee. I'm shocked that this would be displayed on the Daily Yahoo. That's very strange. Is it a trap? Is it not really a Trump thing? Meghan McCain hates getting asked this question. No other host has to deal with this BS. The View host was not thrilled with one fan's question, which she feels she is asked every 20 seconds. Probably something to do with her politics, since she's so different from the other panelists. Cameron Diaz reveals to Gwyneth Paltrow why she left Hollywood. I didn't know she did. I got a peace in my soul. In a conversation with Gwyneth Paltrow, which streamed live on YouTube Wednesday, Cameron Diaz discussed why she stepped back from her acting career. I really hadn't noticed. Alyssa Milano tests positive for COVID-19 antibodies after 3 negative results. I thought I was dying. The actress said she tested negative for coronavirus twice at the end of March and had initially received a negative result in her COVID-19 antibody test after she was feeling a bit better. She thought she was dying. Alyssa Milano is still relatively young, and she seems like she's probably healthy. So she really doesn't have to be that afraid. Featured, detect, wipe out, and block viruses. Gain the upper hand against online threats with Malwarebytes Premium. Try it free. What's hot? Yahoo search. Trending now. Kimberly Guilfoyle. Darcy Lynn. Coronavirus. William Shatner. Home golf simulator. Invisalign aligners cost. Sebastian Maniscalco. Two dudes today. That's amazing. It's usually all women. Python programming. Is that when you train a really long snake to do tricks? I'm guessing probably not. Whatever. VA home loans. Eileen Giselle. All right, thank you to the Daily Yahoo. Last but not least, we have 1440 in partnership with SaneBox. Good morning! It's Thursday, August 6th, and it's been 75 years since an atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima, Japan. Have feedback? Let us know at blah blah blah. Need to know. Chicago schools go virtual. I really don't want to talk about schools. The nation's third largest school district announced yesterday it will begin the fall semester entirely online. So are places in Texas. As Chicago officials dropped a hybrid option that would have allowed students to return to in-person instruction 2 days a week. The decision leaves New York City as the only major school district still proceeding with plans to resume part-time in-person instruction, though Governor Andrew Cuomo is set to make a final decision this week. Policies on reopening schools vary widely state to state, from requiring in-person instruction to requiring fully virtual learning. Analysts also say the ability of parents to return to full-time work is closely linked with a stalling economy, and many may be forced to stop working entirely in the fall, a burden likely to disproportionately affect women. Separately, New York City will set up physical travel checkpoints at key bridges and tunnels to screen for incoming travelers from more than 30 high-risk states. Such visitors are expected to quarantine for 14 days. Officials say 20% of the city's new cases come from out-of-state travelers. And a large percentage of Texas's new cases come from illegal immigrants, illegal aliens. But we're not going to talk about that, are we? The U.S. has reported 4.82 million total cases, allegedly, as of this morning, with 158,256 alleged total deaths. 75 years since Little Boy. Today marks the 75th anniversary of the U.S. bombing of Hiroshima during World War II, the first time a nuclear weapon had been detonated in an act of war between two countries. The devastating impact was immediate. More than 70,000 were killed instantly, with some estimates placing the ultimate death toll near 200,000 when accounting for long-term effects of radiation poisoning. The 5-ton uranium bomb, dropped from the Enola Gay and nicknamed Little Boy, detonated at an altitude of 2,000 feet, with a force equivalent of 15 kilotons of TNT. Harrowing survivor accounts have described, with video, an apocalyptic scene, with those exposed to radiation dying amid flames and flattened buildings. Some historians have debated whether the use of the bomb was necessary. U.S. President Harry Truman ultimately decided the option was preferable to a full-scale invasion of Japan. The country surrendered on August 15, 1945, 6 days after another bomb was dropped on the city of Nagasaki. See photos from the bomb's aftermath here. And guess who's a thriving country now? Oh yeah, it's Japan. Negligence in Beirut blast. The death toll from a massive explosion that rocked the Lebanese capital of Beirut has risen to at least 135, with more than 5,000 people injured. While details are still emerging, investigators have pinned the second blast on the presence of an estimated 2,750 tons of ammonium nitrate, a common ingredient in both fertilizer and homemade explosives. The whopping chemical stockpile was seized over 6 years ago and, without adequate safety precautions, left to sit in a port depot next to a warehouse of fireworks. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Videos show an initial fire followed by a series of what appears to be fireworks, followed by the much larger explosion. It is unclear what started the original fire. The government placed all port officials involved in the security and storage of materials under house arrest yesterday, pending investigation. Ammonium nitrate, but only 2,300 tons, was also the cause of the worst industrial accident in U.S. history, the 1947 Texas City disaster. Clean your inbox today with SaneBox. Are you drowning in emails? Tired of cleaning out your inbox every day? Notice that every other email seems to be unimportant? Unfortunately, not all emails are as informative as 1440's Daily Digest, and SaneBox is here to help. They're a premium service for professionals with too many emails. Their software will determine the importance of incoming emails, move unimportant ones out of the inbox and into a separate folder, and summarize them in a digest. Your average SaneBox customer saves more than 12 hours a month, one of the many reasons for glowing reviews from TechCrunch, Forbes, the New York Times, and emailers everywhere. Save yourself some time with SaneBox. It works with all email providers, clients, and devices. Working with AOL on an Android or Gmail on an iPhone? Doesn't matter. SaneBox has you covered. Sign up today to save $25 on any subscription. Please support our sponsors. In the know, sports, entertainment, and culture. Excuse me. Men's first major golf tournament of the year. The PGA Championship begins today in San Francisco. World number 1 Justin Thomas and 2018 and 2019 champ Brooks Koepka are favorites to win. No mention of Tiger Woods. He's in there too. Pete Hamill, legendary New York City journalist and author, dies at 85. Daisy Coleman, subject of Audrey and Daisy Netflix documentary, commits suicide at 23. What is that about? Now I'm curious. Coleman's body was found after her mother asked police to conduct a welfare check. Audrey and Daisy detailed Coleman and Audrey Potts' experiences with sexual assault and how their families coped with the trauma and subsequent rejection from Coleman's community. The movie, directed by Bonnie Cohen and John Schenk, premiered at the 2016 Sundance Film Festival. Coleman was raped at a party in Maryville, Missouri in January 2012 when she was 14 years old. Her perpetrator was never convicted. She was harassed online and at school after the rape, which made national headlines. Well, that sucks. I can't imagine that having an entire documentary made about it, keeping it at the forefront, was very helpful. Anyway, University of Connecticut becomes first major college football program to cancel season due to COVID-19. Big Ten Conference announces 10-game conference-only schedule will begin September 3rd. Science and technology. Satellite observations identify at least 11 new emperor penguin breeding sites, lifting estimates of the global population by 5% to 10%. Cool. Researchers discover a new method to efficiently convert carbon dioxide and water into liquid fuel. Process uses an electrocatalyst to produce ethanol used in gasoline, chemical manufacturing, and more. Cool. Facebook launches Instagram Reels in 50 countries, letting users upload 15-second videos. Feature is viewed as a direct competitor to TikTok. Yeah, let's keep that competition going. That's good. Good idea. Business and markets, brought to you by In the Wild. Rocket Company's parent company of Quicken Loans prices IPO below target range, raises $1.8 billion, valuing company at $36 billion. Shares to start trading tomorrow. E-commerce platform BigCommerce surges 292% in first day trading as public company. Virtual care services provider Teladoc Health buys patient condition monitoring tech provider Livongo Health, an $18.5 billion merger to create virtual healthcare giant. Online goods marketplace Etsy sees revenues more than double in second quarter, sells more than $300 million worth of masks. Oh, brother. In the Wild tells true accounts of dangerous encounters in the depths of the wild. To learn how you can make it out alive in the worst of scenarios, listen on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Politics and world affairs. Joe Biden to formally accept his party's nomination from his home state of Delaware as the August 17th through 20th Democratic Convention goes nearly all virtual. President Trump reportedly considering accepting the Republican nomination from the White House South Lawn. Hurricane forecasts updated. Now project 24 named storms during the Atlantic storm season, the second most active on record. 5 systems predicted to become Category 3 or stronger hurricanes. Facebook deletes a post by President Trump for the first time. Fucking really? Saying a video including the claim children are virtually immune to the coronavirus violated its misinformation policy. Oh my goodness. He's the fucking president of the United States. What is wrong with these people? In depth. Losing the race to trace. From Reuters. With the coronavirus continuing to burn through the country, many cities, some facing hundreds of new cases each day, are finding contact tracing a near impossibility. This analysis details why one of the most important steps in containing the virus may be a lost cause. Just because it was an important step in other countries doesn't mean that it has to be here. Like, I don't get why. Why is it always been about containing the virus? If you contain it, then it's always going to be there festering somewhere. Or you can achieve herd immunity. Just a thought. You know, I'm thinking about this president thing. I think public perception of the office of president has been has been losing reverence for quite a long time now. People were super critical of George Bush. I'm not sure about public perception before him because I was too young, but I know that people were super critical of him. And then we had Obama, who, like, he celebritized the presidency. And in this day and age, people don't really, I mean, they revere celebrities, yeah, but they also, you know, they get familiar with celebrities because of things like Twitter. I don't think that Twitter is a good thing. I never have, but whatever. Like, Obama made himself sort of like your buddy. He was the buddy of the American people. And now we have Trump with so many people who hate him. And damn it. And people just don't respect the office anymore. I think it's been happening for some time. But the absolute ridiculous hatred for Trump has really pushed it over the edge. It's not his fault. Maybe he shouldn't use Twitter so much. Like I said, Twitter, I think, makes people see everybody as their peers. Even the fucking president. But it's this derangement syndrome that is really to blame. Gone fishing. Rest of world. Obenwane Okeke was supposed to be one of Nigeria's brightest young entrepreneurs, having graced Forbes' 30 Under 30 in Africa list. In reality, Okeke's budding empire sat on top of scams that defrauded Western business executives, a scheme eventually unraveled by the FBI. Was he a Nigerian prince? Email sanity. SaneBox can do more than just save your time. It will change how you interact with email entirely. Sane Black Hole instantly unsubscribes you from annoying marketers, mailing lists, and newsletters, but not 1440. Sane Reminders let you know if someone hasn't responded to you yet. Sane Attachments automatically uploads attachments to Dropbox, Evernote, or other platforms. And so much more to enhance your email setup. Fall in love with email again. Sign up today for $25 off any subscription. Please support our sponsors. Etc. After months of trying, U.S. scientists finally catch a murder hornet. We still have those? The Andean condor can fly for hours without flapping its wings. Must have a huge wingspan. Meet America's best high school poets. The history of U.S. counties in one animation. A hypnotizing artwork comprised of hundreds of separate symbols. YouTube star Jake Paul gets a visit from the FBI. Lost cat found by family after 12 years. You sure it's the same cat? While this detained drug smuggling cat broke out of prison. Clickbait. Tourist snaps toes off a 19th century statue while posing for a photo. Motherfucker. Fucking pictures, man. History book. Iconic actress Lucille Ball, born 1911. Pop artist Andy Warhol, born 1928. Voting Rights Act, signed 1965. Curiosity rover lands on Mars, 2012. Love yourself first and everything else falls into line, Lucille Ball. And there's a difference between loving yourself and, what was I saying? A difference between loving yourself and being completely content with yourself. Accepting yourself for who you are. You can love yourself, and if you really do love yourself, then you should want to improve yourself. There's a decided lack of desire for self-improvement in today's society. It's all about accepting yourself and demanding acceptance from everybody else. When there are always things you can improve because nobody is perfect. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you, and good night.